The UFL Gambling Podcast, Week 6 preview, picks, and DFS episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Yes, make real money predicting sports, people. Kalshi is available in a ton of different states, and you can get $10 free with the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. So do that and let it ride.
Hey, this is Derek Stevens. I'm the owner of Circa Las Vegas. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
It's the UFL Gambling Podcast. When it crossroads, people shit. And bet detective too. Playoff games just fade away, cause high school graduations play. Lopsided trays, they stack the deck, leaving basement teams a wreck. It's the UFL Gambling Podcast. Unbeaten on the nose, where the crossroads meet the bullshit. It's all ass.
Welcome to the UFL Gambling Podcast, where crossroads connect with bullshit. YouTube.com/@UFL Gambling Pod. Last time I checked. Jump over there, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, well, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
It's Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick. It's Pick Dundee.
Yes. I am joined by my co-host who is getting his Ferris Bueller on today. You go to an art gallery, you pick it up. What's going on over there?
Well, I just did my Derby show, so it was like that for the Derby.
I gotcha.
I even brought Spuds in and made him Spurs McKenzie there.
I like that.
Yeah, and of course, and which is apropos since Thursday night is the official first UFL Derby game in Louisville for the big Louisville St. Louis game, and they're leading into it. They're calling it the Lurby or something, some bullshit like that.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
Sure, buddy. Look, I'm excited for that. He is the host of the and there's speculation, by the way, that
Dan Marino and his really dynamic wife
will be at the Derby. Maybe the game. We'll see. Give it up for the host of the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. Some know him as Scumbagger Vance. Some know him as the man in the box. CJ Sullivan, how are you, pal?
And don't forget the Bet Detectives, just so I can cue up the music. The Bet Detectives sniffing out the bad lines. Doing great. Fantastic. Week 6. We're past the quarter pole, if you will, past the halfway pole, and things are getting interesting. Bad teams are getting better, good teams are getting worse, and it's all a bunch of shit.
That's why the song was spot on when I had that thing when I worked on that masterpiece for 6 months.
Yeah, and now you got theme songs for your own AI intro songs. You got everything. I love it. I like you getting down that rabbit hole and becoming AI Dundee, because I only have your only Australian point.
Aussie.
I like that.
I enjoyed that.
There we go. Look, this guy enjoys this show, I think, more than me and you. He is the host of the CFL Gambling Podcast and the Old Fashioned Football Podcast. Some know him as Justin Mark, but we know him as No Turn. J Mark, how are you, pal?
Doing good. This is an interesting slate this week. I was looking it over earlier today and can really see these games going either way. But I'm excited to get to it. And shout out to Simple Ideas to Consider. First time being able to watch us live. Welcome.
Yes, absolutely. What's up? Simple Ideas. Everyone is here. Stephen A says, let's go. Davey Matola's at work. Everyone's
Fitted
joining
Jones.
in.
We got Fitted Jones in here. Let's fucking kick some ass. Chucky Valentine, the fucking man. Any news before we dive into this fantastic slate? Which there needs to be news because I forgot to add the slides.
There was some news. J Mark, what was it?
I'll let you take the lead. I've been so wrapped up in this bullshit.
You're the news guy, J Mark. What are you talking about?
You've been wrapped up in
so
what?
Wrapped up in the CFL bullshit and Twitter people on that. I haven't even been paying attention.
There was some big signing.
I know the news. He said they're going to do like 30 franchises.
Yeah, there's also more relocations, expansion. Why not? New York City was tossed out there. There were some fun cities
20
mentioned.
Cities. I was like, hey, Rapoli, where are you getting this money from? What's happening here? He's like, we're going to go to Boise. We're going to go to Salt Lake City. I'm thinking Albuquerque. Right?
Yeah, slow down with your franchise. They're like a Krispy Kreme or a Cane's chicken. Like, we're putting one up there. We're putting it up there. Slow down. You only make chicken fingers. And Diego Pavia signed with the Ravens, so they got UFL did get to avoid that situation there. Which I know you were against, which I kind of, it would have been a slap in the face to the league, but I also would have get if they did do it. Meanwhile, Max Dugan's still sitting out there, isn't he, J Mark? He was on the team he was in the league last year. Can we get him out there for crying out loud?
How the hell is he not on a roster?
You're right. That's what I'm saying.
He asked to be released. I don't know why. I'm not sure if he was pursuing other opportunities, but when he got released, it's because according to Anthony Becht anyways, at the time, he said it was because he was asked to be.
All right.
Wow. I mean, look, you probably show up a couple times in the locker room. I mean, coach probably not focused on the game plan, something like that. I feel like maybe the league, maybe some of his peers are being blackballed. He goes, I don't want to be a part of this bullshit. It's all possible.
Yeah.
So he's not even on a CFL roster right now. He's on none of these rosters, is what you're telling me.
He's on Toronto's roster, it says.
Really?
Learning from old Chad Kelly.
Let's get him in there.
Yeah, Chad Kelly. Watch out, watch out, every gal at a dive bar in Ontario. All right.
He's a new and improved person.
Well, so is Mike Rapoli apparently. Because look, tomorrow night, the Lurby, whatever the fuck you're talking about, the Battle Birds.
The Lurby, baby.
They're heading into DraftKings Central. Take on these Louisville DraftKings. Battle Birds are laying 3.5. The over under at 45.5. Look, I know the Battle Birds cashed for me last week. I was a super sharp edge by Pick Dundee, if I may say so. But also the DraftKings cashed for me as well. So this is one where I feel like I can't go wrong. I've built up this equity in both teams, but I'm on these DraftKings. Look, this is the show in town for the Derby. You got to be foolish not to take the DraftKings plus 3.5. Money line is live. We're all over this, right?
That's what I'm saying. They're calling it the 2026 Derby Classic, first annual. Yeah, if you can get 3.5, get it. It's already come down to 2.5. I saw, but still, I'm taking Louisville money line. I'm taking Louisville plus the points. It's Derby. It's the weekend. Listen, both teams are coming in kind of hot. Both defenses are good, but Louisville's defense, they're hunting right now. I mean, obviously the four turnovers last week, and now they get to go against old fucking Harrison Frost, and who was second in the league in interceptions with 5 picks. Yeah, this Louisville now. Which also means I like the under a lot too. What is it, 45.5? Yes.
No way these players are here for the actual Derby. My Saturday, they're shipped out of there, right? Because I was thinking the Spring King should try to hang out next to Wes Welker. He's not big cash here.
No, he's nowhere near Gronk's suite or Tom Brady's suite. He can't even get in Joey Fatone's suite. They're not even.
Look at a Jolly Roger in Lexington.
Yeah. There's a reason why this game's on Thursday. They're not even allowed up to the Oaks on Friday. But point is, should be a tight game. You got to take Louisville here. Charles Rogers.
It's a money line, bet detective.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a money line. I think Louisville does get this win. This place will be semi-lit. Lynn Field. Charles Rogers is good as long as he doesn't turn it over. Now, St. Louis, their D line, they've disrupt things. Things could be a problem. Now you have a problem. but they won't. And Louisville won't be able to run the ball like they did versus Dallas' Swiss cheese defense last week, obviously. That's why I really like the under. But give me Louisville plus the points, money line under 45.5. Sure, sweep the board.
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
I am with you. I'm all over that. Now the chat is cracking me up here. We have David Matola saying the Albuquerque has the city of Albuquerque has a great Applebee's, which we know he's at 6 days a week. And Chucky Valentine cracking me up, calling Max Duggan hot dog water, as well as selling insurance somewhere. First off here, don't act like all these quarterbacks are sitting here setting the world on fire. Duggan can play with these bums as well.
He's a Heisman finalist, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I mean, Chop Got says Duggan's form is horrible. Well, so is the UFL's. All right, what are we talking about here? That's a spot on match. But J Mark, are you with the DraftKings here? Or are you going back to your filthy battle birds?
No, I'm absolutely on the DraftKings here. I agree. It's a money line spot. I think they win this one easily. But I agree with what CJ said too. This is a defensive game. I don't think either one can run the ball very well on Thursday. So give me the under. It's gonna be a slow, grinded out type game, and I think that favors the DraftKings.
Yeah, I will say Howard has been playing. I mean, he's been averaging almost 50 yards a game. In UFL, it might as well be 120. That's second best in the league, even though he hasn't gotten in the end zone yet. He's definitely one of the most explosive runners, but still, I mean, I think both defenses are just playing on top of their game right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would teeter towards the under. I didn't play this yet. I just took the DraftKings on the money line, but gun to my head here, give me the under as well. Although they might want to have a show, you know, they might have Baffert might be there. I saw a photo of Napoleon Baffert. Did you see that, man in the box?
No, I did not see Napoleon Baffert. You got a photo of that?
There's a photo of that on social media today. He's in like a hotel lobby with Baffert. God knows what they're doing. Right?
I know. What a week of white collar crimes happening out there in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, but okay. All three of us on the DraftKings. Let's jump over to, what is this? Friday, the next one, I believe.
Yep. Friday night.
We get a very exciting rematch of a game a week ago.
Run it back.
I think I didn't watch the game a week ago, but I asked CJ. He goes, "Yeah, it's a terrible watch. It was hard on the eyes." Glad to see they're doing it the very next week.
UFL. Oh, that was so good.
I mean, literally the worst game ever. Let's try that one more time.
The UFL. Oh, that was so good.
So the Aviation is laying 4.5. They just got smacked down there in Houston. Now they're laying 4.5. The over under at 45.5. And guess what? The line is telling you everything. Plus, someone's terrible on the road. And I'm all over the Aviation laying 4.5. This crowd's been ruckus. I think they'll continue, and I think the gamblers are trash on the road. And I think it's a pretty obvious play here. And I will also this one I'm gonna take the over. I'm gonna take the over on this one. The Aviation are gonna score in the 30s. So you're asking, can the gamblers, which is a good question, can they get double digits? But I think they can. Give me the over. But I the better play to me is the Aviation minus 4.5. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
I don't like laying 4 with Columbus at all. I know they did. I mean, it's a revenge game. Obviously, they switch aside. I mean, it was a 4-point game last week. That's Houston won. There was a missed extra point, missed field goal. Houston, they found their rushing attack. I mean, they've been running the ball, and Columbus has the worst rushing defense, running 133 yards a game.
Actually, yeah, I'll take the under. What am I talking about? They just played a week ago. What am I fucking talking about over here? I mean, they gotta take the under here. 45.5. There's continuity everywhere. They know what the fuck they're going to be running.
It just was 17-13 last week. You know, I don't know how much is going to change in a week. But you know, McClendon, like I said, they can't protect McClendon either. He's been sacked 15 times this year, for God's sake. So, yeah, I'm not rushing it when it'll hit the over. I can definitely see Columbus to be a different situation at home, but Houston doesn't do well scoring either. But I just trust someone in this rushing attack more than I trust anything. So, if you're going to give me 4.5 points, the Friday night road trend continues. Every other game, the home team wins UFL. Friday night, the road team has been blasting it. So, if it could, I it can be different, but Yarns, Jalen White, if they get going early, it's just going to be the same exact thing. It's just going to be, it'll be tight. But so I'd rather have the 4 points in my pocket.
All right, he's taking the 4.5. J Mark, what are you doing here with the aviation and the gamblers?
Even seeing this at 5.5 on some books.
Wow.
I mean, we talked about this when we did our power rankings. By the way, was that a little DSO you poured there, Colby?
You know it, buddy.
Nothing gets past me when it comes to alcohol. We talked about it when we were doing the power rankings earlier this week. These teams are kind of the same. The home team is the one that's better. But are they 4.5, 5.5 points better? Not at all. No. So give me the gamblers. This is a 3-point game either way.
Idiots.
What did Ted Ginn learn in 5 days is what I want to know.
How to make a rusty nail. All right. Yeah, we'll see. Look, I'm giving you guys, I went 3-1, should have went 4-0. And your opportunity to ride the coattails of Pick Dundee there, but you want to get cute. You want to get cute on these Friday nights. Follow this bullshit trend you got. What about the total, J Mark?
The under is the play here.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm sorry I said over. Under is definitely the play.
It's 100% a go. It's 100% a go. In all analytics and all data, it's 100% a go.
Oh my God, the quarterback is toast.
Look, before we get to the next two games, want to let you know that you are listening to the UFL Gambling Podcast, where crossroads do connect with bullshit. And we're part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And if you didn't know, the Kentucky Derby is this week. Check out the Derby preview on the Sports Gambling Podcast and bet the Kentucky Derby.
Keep going. Keep talking.
Yeah, check out Bottom Line Bob's covered it as well. Get your free $25 Derby bet plus a $200 deposit match for new members at NYRABets.com/SGPN25. That's NYRABets.com/SGPN25. CJ, if they'd let me write this, I would have said, check out the Derby preview on the Sports Gambling Podcast or the Bottom Line Bombs. But these pricks just boxing you out.
They are. They're try boxing me out of the situation. They got Randy Moss and her buddy from Britain. I brought an owner on my show today that has 1,200 career wins as a horse owner.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell are they? Check out the Bottom Line Bombs. Get these hacks out of here too. Look, we're also brought to you by Kalshi. Yes, Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in a ton of different states, and Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. New Kalshi customers get $10 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has you covered for pick'em for almost every single sport, and Underdog just increased their payouts. 2 pick entries at now 3.5 times, and 3 pick entries now at 6.5 times. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers as well. Play $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. So do that and let it ride. All right, we are back. We just got done talking aviation. Next. We go to Sundays, doubleheader, right? Or is this one on Saturday?
This one is Saturday. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So spread out.
So while you're watching the Derby, you can tune into the Renegades heading to the nation's capital where they're hosting the Freedom Cup this year. Defenders laying 3.5, the over under at 48.5. What to do here? Do I get cute and say, hey, Renegades, figure it out? Fuck no. Lay it with DC. This run defense for Dallas. Show me. Like, I do believe Neuheisel can make adjustments. You can't adjust a good run defense though. Like on the fly, that's something that just you either have or you don't.
Right.
So I'm gonna lay the 3.5 with DC. I will also take the over 48.5 here in this game. This is gonna be some fireworks in this matchup. because Greg Williams' son loves to gamble a lot defensively, which makes him quite susceptible to big plays, but also makes him force big plays at the same time. So, yeah, DC -3.5 over 48.5. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I love the over in this one. It's 48.5. How can't you? DC is just steamrolling, best team in the league. Like we said, even on the wrap up show, the gap is getting big. Their arrow's pointing up. Dallas is pointing down. Now, I do think Dallas responds after an embarrassment. I don't think they turned over 4 times, and I do think Austin Reed has to bounce back a little bit. But this DC defense, you pointed it out, they lead the league in sacks and interceptions, which is bad news for Austin Reed and his Dallas defense. But that does give up big plays. That's why I do like the over. I think it'll be 9 point. I mean, DTR just lit up DC's defense for 28 points. They scored 50 on them.
Austin Reed's a little shook too. He's a little shook.
Absolutely. I don't know how they. I just don't know how. I don't know how Dallas stops DC because they can't stop the run. And it goes help. And now and now DC's already hitting their passing groove of time with leading only with that. I mean, they're going to be able to do whatever they want on offense. So Dallas needs to slow it down. I don't know if they're capable to do it. Newhouse doesn't like to do that. So give me all of the over, and I'll lay it with DC.
There we go. We're hook, line, and sinker here. J-Mark, you with us?
I mean, I don't like when we all agree, but yeah, I'm with you. There's, I think Neuheisel is going to bounce back. He's going to get he's going to right the ship. I think Reed is going to do better, but going on the road to DC, who is one of the teams that has a good home field advantage, a good home crowd, and just DC being the best team, this is not the week that it's turning it around. This is at 2.5 on some books too. I mean, I didn't understand the line at 3.5. I think DC should be favored by more. Definitely don't understand it at 2.5. Give me DC. They're gonna put up a lot of points here. I do think Renegades put up some good points, so I'm with you guys on the over as well. But yeah, DC is gonna win this one easily.
DC has the number 1 rush offense in the league. Do you know whose rush defense looks like the worst? I know they're not statistically not the worst because the first couple weeks, but the past 2 weeks, if they haven't fixed anything, the DC rush attack, which averages 141 yards per game, why even throw a pass? Yeah. What'd you say about the total, J-Mark?
Take the over. Absolutely. I think both teams will put up points. DC's just going to put up a lot more.
I concur, Doctor. Next up, we go to Sunday, where the Stallions are taking on the Stormwatch. Stormwatch are laying 5.5. The over under at 44.5. I mean,
so many revenge angles in this game. DTR was just traded from this team 2 weeks ago, and it's Tony Meatball versus AJ McCarron. I mean, it's just revenge all over the place.
And that's why I know I said never take the Stallions again. Give me the Stallions. Give me on the money line. DTR, best player on the field. He's disrespected that he wasn't the starting quarterback going with some Jack Plummer man of mystery bullshit. I'm all over Birmingham 5.5. Sprinkle that money line. I will take the over 44.5 here because Birmingham's defense is complete trash. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
Definitely on the over. I do like the over a lot here. Birmingham's a tough team to back though right now. I mean, they are already the worst team in the league. Orlando suffered their first loss. I do like DTR trying to stick it up Meatball's arse, and
he was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
Birmingham still has talent. If Birmingham runs the ball and slows things down to open up for DTR, that would help. I just don't know if this ever will. I mean, but DTR's the X factor for sure. He just changes everything, but he could also turn the ball over a lot as well. Meatball knows why he traded him. What is this? 4.5?
5.5.
5.5? Am I really gonna take Birmingham again? This is ridiculous. You got to. You know what? Fuck it. Give me DTR revenge game plus the 5.5 to. Orlando. I'm not saying Orlando was exposed last week, but it was a bad result for him. I think I think they're going to come a little closer to each other. I mean, we've been predicting this Orlando downfall. Maybe it starts beginning here.
And you like that over, right? 44.5.
Love the over. I love the over more than anything.
Yeah, there we go. J Mark, Storm watch for you, or are you riding the Stallions again?
So these two played 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Storm won 16-0. I know no DTR on Birmingham. I get that makes a big difference, but I'm not backing AJ McCarron as a coach ever again.
True.
Are you kidding me? I mean, after that game, I don't know if you guys saw, but he complained multiple times in the media about the delay of game that did not get called on the Storm's touchdown. Okay, but you still put up 0 points. So what's your point there?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm on the Storm. I think this is a 7-point game. They win by 7. Give me the Storm. And I like the over as well.
All right. We all agree there. Which one, let me ask you guys this. Which one do you feel best about between all 4 of these games? Because I think for me, it's the DraftKings. This is a Lurby special here with, I think DK on the money line there is my favorite play of the week. Or DC.
Yeah, I'd say DC and the over in the DC game are 1 and 1A. My dog would be Louisville, of course. And that's it. And the under. I like the under as well in that game, but I think DC is my favorite fave. Louisville is my favorite dog.
Chop asking over under on McCarron suiting up this year. We're 1 game away from that.
I mean, this is crazy.
We're one DTR injury away from that happening. J Mark, top plays.
Yeah, I'm locking DC, and just to be a little bit different, my dog will be the Gamblers. I think they win that game over the Aviators.
Yeah, I'm on Houston as well. Colby's going to rub it in our faces, take his victory lap. If Columbus covers, if Houston wins outright, he'll forget he even mentioned it and never bring it up again. That's how it works on Monday. That's how it works on the Monday reaction show.
When you hit 3 dogs, I mean, there's a reason why the space program's calling. All right, I'll tell you that. All right.
That's not the answer. Good round, you're celebrating with your appetite. Bad round, you're using your appetite to forget about the round. I'll tell you something about appetite. It's a real fucking great thing to have.
It is a great thing to have, Bet Detective. All right. And let's jump over to our DFS portions here. How'd you guys feel about the DFS slate? Because, we've been making fun of it in weeks past by it never updating. I still think they have a glitch perhaps because there's a couple players that you say, huh? How'd you feel about the slate, J Mark?
He threw both of us there, CJ. Yeah, I mean, and I'll kind of talk about it once I get into my players, but there were a couple games where I knew I wanted to capitalize on getting some of the offensive players against the defense for a reason, but it kind of became which player do I pick? Because I could see either one having a good game.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, I felt pretty confident about the lineup.
Yeah. How about you, Bet Detective?
I love it. I found some real garbage bins. Like I said, I put in a lineup. I have $1,800 left over, which is pretty absurd. I might have to tweak up another one and upgrade some things just for the hell of it. But yeah, I mean, I found like multiple receivers under 4,000 that I think are going to get some numbers, and a lot of them are in this Dallas DC game, which we all agree on the highest total, 48.5 by far, and we just think there's going to be tons of points there. So a lot of things to exploit.
Yeah. So out the gate, I do have 2 lineups, by the way.
Okay.
I'm giving you my good lineup right now. Chandler Rogers.
I like that.
At 8,600. I know DTR is my other roster has DTR, but Chandler Rogers, 8,600. I'm high on this DraftKings money line. Look, say what you want about just going for $150, but it was 8.3 yards of completion. 72.2%, which in this league, build him a statue just for that. He also ran for 7.3 yards of rush. I think they got to get that going a little bit more. But at 8,600, Chandler Rogers.
Yeah. I mean, we like Louisville to win, but the problem is, one thing I will say, I'll push back a little bit on there. because it was his only start there, and that's when they went run heavy. All of a sudden, they went 50-50 run fast, and St. Louis has the second toughest pass defense. So if St. Louis is beating them, they're up a lot, and game script goes, I think there's a lot of better options than Chandler Rogers, but I'll just say that. I'd rather have Harrison Frost, to be honest.
The Spring King's in by the second quarter.
That's true. That's true.
What are you doing at the quarterback spot there, Bet Detective?
Well, I'm going Tom Mill, and if I do a second lineup, it'll be Austin Reed. Like I said, I want any part of this game. He's 10,200. Well worth it.
Woohoo! I thought you said you had a bunch of money left over.
I know, plenty of money. Trust me. I'm hoping for him to up the prices. I want inflation in some of these goddamn games. But Tom Mill, they have the best game environment of the week at DC against this horrendous Dallas defense. Give me anything I can. They threw the ball.
Maybe I threw in a third lineup with Tamu.
You got to have Tamu in there. And this is the way it was. 2 for 275, 3 touchdowns last week, and only 12 completions.
You can't win.
But yeah, there's no better matchup than this game.
J Mark, what did you do at the quarterback spot?
Well, I'm only going to say this because I couldn't afford Tamu. My concern is, they've won a game with him only throwing 99 yards. Running the ball against this Dallas team, I'm a little worried there. But I was between DTR and Jack Plummer. I think Orlando's going to win the game, so call me crazy, but I went with Plummer. This is the only time I've rostered him. But when you look at his scores, what I like about rostering Plummer is he's super consistent. You're going to have a decent floor. The ceiling may not be super high. It's not a DTR type ceiling, but you have a good floor, and that's kind of what I was looking for. So give me Jack Plummer, 9,800.
So you say it's a good floor. What did he do last week?
You couldn't afford Tom at 10-2, but you put.
He was 24 of 44
for 100 yards.
He did rush for 32. Maybe that's his angle. Right?
Yeah. Couldn't afford Tamu. He's $400 more.
I know. I only have $200 left.
Jesus. All right. I'll give you some of my receivers then.
All right.
I can't let you go to the mat with Plummer out there. That's ridiculous.
That was a bit shocking there. So
although in your defense, he is going against Birmingham.
Yeah. Fair enough. At the running back spot, I went to our boy. What the fuck is his first name again? White on Columbus.
Jalen White on Houston.
Oh
no, on Houston or Columbus?
Columbus.
Oh, it's Sicario White. Zachondre White.
Yeah.
Zaquan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I rostered him.
He put some good analysis into that.
Well, look,
he had 58% of the snaps last week, the most by a Columbus running back all year. 51% of the backfield he led the backfield in carries inside the 10. He had 8 of those. Most so he's a pretty damn good value actually. How much did he cost? Like 6,000 I saw or something?
Yeah, it was something wild.
6,400 I see. So wild. I also wouldn't mind Tawatua if you want to do really go for it there. He's like 5,100.
Ovalia, the quarterback.
But yeah, no, I like Zachondre White. Not bad at all.
Hey, making fun of my play. I get it. We'll see.
No,
we'll see.
I just backed your play up with stats. I made fun of your quarterback play. I like your running back play.
What'd you do at the running back spot, Bet Detective?
And we said, especially against Columbus, the way they can't stop the run. That's actually a really good play. I'm about to switch off to that, but I already have too much money. I did want to do James Robinson again, but
I thought about that too. Man.
Even though Ian Wheeler took all his touchdowns, he still got the majority of the snaps. But St. Louis has got a pretty tough rush defense, so no need to force a square into a peg, or as J Mark's guy would say, hit the hammer and the hammer on the nail, if you will. What did I go with? I think I spent on this one. I think I went. Let me take a look here. I went Yeah, I did. I went James Corbin 8,700. He's just just because of this Birmingham defense, I just think they're absolutely garbage. He leads all running backs in snap share, 74%, route share, 69%. And he's just Birmingham is the league's second biggest run funnel situation, if you will, like as they say, for bringing up big chunks. And Corbin's capable of very big chunks. So he hasn't scored yet, but he's also second in the league in rushing. I think it's worth it.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. J Mark, what'd you do at the running back spot?
Yeah, so oddly enough, I have 3 running backs. I didn't even realize I did that until I was just looking here. But my most expensive one, you gotta fade this Dallas Renegades defense.
Yeah,
and so Deion Jackson, little concerned. Xavier Holiday got some good carries and touchdowns last week, but D-Jax is still the man. So give me Deion Jackson.
Yes.
I got him too.
Coaching, coaching did a horrible job.
So that's my second player. CJ, get another running back?
No, that's all I went. But if I didn't want to put multiple lineups in, that's what I would do. I would do Deion Jackson, and I would do yours Dundee of who did you take?
White, Mr. White.
This is currently White. Those are great picks. I like them both.
Oh, thank you, buddy. That's what I do.
And DraftKings just emailed me. They got a reward waiting for me. So here we go. 1,000 crowns on the house.
You got a second running back there? You have 3 running backs, right, J Mark?
I do have 3 running backs, and don't worry, Chucky, I've got you covered. As you said earlier, J Mark knows ball. I got Marcus Yarns, 5,400. He looks explosive. He's going against that Columbus defense. 2 weeks ago, he had 21.5 points. Didn't have the greatest game last week, with just 4.6, but I think they have to get him more
What's his price?
5,400.
Yeah, well, let's go.
Yeah.
You sign me up right now.
Yeah, he was terrible last week because I rostered him.
Well, thank you for not rostering him this week.
So now he's free to explode again.
Yeah, he felt like shit afterwards.
They did give him the ball. They did give him the ball though. He was just shut down. Yeah. It's not like someone stopped giving it to him. So I like him a lot. His price went up, right?
I just went with Yarns. I just Bet Detective gave me a hot tip on someone pre-episode. I deleted him and I went with Yarns. All right.
All right.
Bet Detective. Do you have any more running backs?
No, but I'll give you. I have 1 running back, 2 high-priced receivers, 2 pieces of garbage benders receivers.
Fire away one of those piles of shit.
Well, all right. I mean, there's 2 of them that I love as far as value-wise. This one, $3,500 in that beautiful Dallas Washington game. I mean, you can go anywhere you want in this one. There's and I went with Drake Stoops. He's looking like the best wide receiver. I mean, 66% of the routes, 20% target share. He had 8 targets last week. Could be fool's gold. They could be chasing some numbers, but 58% of routes, 5 targets. Before then, he was dropping around 47%. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This game is just going to be the ball's just going to be thrown out all over there. So give me Drake Stoops for Dallas, 3,500 for a guy who had 8 targets last week.
Ooh, that's not bad. Coach's son angle. I see what you're doing there. J Mark, how about you? Top price wideout.
I'll give out my last running back real quick. I got Tawa for 5,100.
Yes, I just mentioned him. Nice, I like him.
Yeah, just keeps getting carries. I mean, he's got over 11 points in the last 2 games here. I expect he continues. Another guy that I feel like he's going to continue to have a pretty safe floor.
I like it. My top price wideout. I'm going back to Tyler Bonds, and a lot of excitement in that DC Dallas game. Hopefully, your boy doesn't throw 4 interceptions to the defense, but Vaughn's at 9,500. Give me Vaughn. You mean Rick Vaughn? No, Tyler Vaughn. How about you, Bet Detective?
I also have Tyler Vaughn, so you can put me on the board for that one, 9,500. He had a bad week last week, but they got to bounce back. Like I said, and they'll have to be throwing all games. So I have no problems playing Tyler Vaughn. He's a must play for me. My other garbage Ben receiver in that DC game, I might upgrade if the news of Kiki Kuti is not out, his injury. I don't know if he's going to play. J Mark, do you have any update on Kiki Kuti? It looks like it looks like he's trending to not playing. If he does not play, there's a couple receivers you can go with here for DC. Braylon Sanders, I put in there 3,400. And the other one is Izuka Kanama. Is that his name? Both of them, though. Both of them had over 65% of the routes ran last week and a bunch of targets. Sanders especially. I went with Braylon Sanders. He had 20% of DC's air yards over the last 2 weeks combined. So either way, and if TK goes out, that's a starting receiver you got there for Tamu. That's a pretty cheap stack for 3,400.
I like it. J Mark, where are you going? I'm sorry. I forgot your last running back. So you got that now, your top price wideout.
Top price wideout. I went Deion Kane. I do think DTR is going to be able to move the ball through the air, even though I don't think they're going to win the game. And Kane is one of the top guys there. I know Mickens had a little bit more last week, but I still think Kane is a very solid receiver. So yeah, Deion Kane, 8,300.
Gotcha. There we go. Deion Kane. I thought about that myself, decided not to. Hey, CJ, who wins in a fight between Chris Sabo and Kelly Kruger?
Sabe's all the way. Come on.
They both gave him fives. They didn't give him a jack or a king. I mean, what the fuck is going on?
1990 Rookie of the Year, Chris Sabo.
Look, 1990. Look, I got a deck of cards from 1990 here. The best part about this deck of cards is Andre Dawson owns the Hawk. He owns a
funeral parlor.
Yes, in Miami, I think of all places.
I know about that. Yeah, he does.
Picks a high crime area, makes some money off the dead. Love what he's doing there. Final play for me is I'm going with Powell, the wide receiver for DC. I got a lot of points. We're on the over in that game.
Yep.
6,400 load up on Powell. I got 1,400 just sitting there. You can have that for the birds. J Mark, what do you do? Or I'm sorry, Bet Detective, what are you doing in your final spot?
Final spot. He had a bad week last week, mainly probably because I rostered him, but I don't want to miss out. They have to feed him the ball. Give me Hakeem Butler. I mean, that has to be the game plan for the DC game, and there's 2 huge plays for touchdowns. He's the best player on the goddamn field. I mean, you just have to force feed him the ball, especially with the quarterback switch. So he's 9,100, but like I said, I have plenty of money to spend. Yeah, I mean, he's just a game changer. You just look for those guys that are just the best athletes, and Hakeem Butler is the best athlete.
I thought about rostering him.
Can't wait to watch him run a go route and see Luis Perez throw it 3 yards short of him.
Oh boy.
Just got to keep my Prez hate for now.
Yeah.
It's not bad. He's saying that for a guy that taught himself how to podcast on YouTube.
I was taught by Mr. Gomez. Thank you very much. My last player is Ty Scott, 8,100. He had 23.4 points last week. I expect him to have a good game against this Dallas defense, and he's one of those guys that you can usually count on to put up good points. So yeah, give me Ty Scott, only 8,100. I thought that was a little cheap for him.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. Defensively, I went with the DraftKings. I think St. Louis is going to be they're on cloud 9. They don't know about this storm that's coming. So DraftKings 3,800. I could have gone for any defense, but I had the money for any defense. All right, I elected the DraftKings. You're with me, you say there, Tribox?
Yeah. There's a lot of defenses out there. Orlando's the most expensive one, which kind of shocked me. I guess it's because Tony Meatball knows AJ McCarron and DTR. Whatever the whole situation, double revenge, maybe. I don't know. Either way. But yeah, this Louisville defense is popping. They're hunting, and Harrison Frost, second in the league in interceptions.
It ain't gonna work, buddy.
Let's go. Louisville fucking DraftKings Derby Classic on a Thursday night. Place will be lit.
Oh, and 3,800. You 100%, man. I love that play. You're really doing some good work over there, Bet Detective. And it's not too late, folks. Right now, the DraftKings plus 4,000 to win the Freedom Cup. I know that you look at the record, but don't look at the record because
nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
There's value in them there, DraftKings. Look, J-Mark, what'd you do defensively?
Yeah, play the music. I think this is the only person or the only slot that we've all three agreed on. So, yeah, let's go. Kings defense. It's legit. I have faith in that defense.
I think I have the music right here.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're up top 'cause we play to win.
All right, and that is our lineup. Appreciate everyone taking time out of their day to tune into the UFL Gambling Podcast. Once again, youtube.com/UFL Gambling Podcast. Click that like and subscribe button. We are grateful, and we're gonna make some big money this weekend. Big money. J-Mark's on Twitter at JMark Football. Check out the Old Fashioned Football Podcast and the CFL Gambling Podcast. The Man in the Box is on Twitter at CJ Sullivan _ Check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. And don't forget, check out the college football experience and the college basketball experience and sports gambling podcast, of course. Till next time, folks, this is the UFL Gambling Podcast. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
Oh, is there anything better than the UFL? Oh, that was so good.
It's Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
Wow.
It's Pick Dundee. Welcome to the land down under. It's Pick Dundee. He's a natural wonder, a true triple option threat. So place your bets, he'll knock out 100 shows while talking Rambo. It's Pick Dundee. Sometimes known as Capozo, a gambling mogul with classic callbacks to Broadway Joe or Bono. This gap-toothed son of a bitch is gonna make us rich. We believe like the pirates of VCU that Pick Dundee